years later, that mom's gonna be like, I knew I shouldn't have drank and smoked with you when I was pregnant.
He gonna be in the infantry tweaking. That's crazy.
That motherfucker like Charles Barkley.
That poor child.
God. Y'all seen what they did the Christian baby? They said like Charles Barkley because she be drinking and smoking and shit during her pregnancy. I swear to God, like the syndrome and shit that the baby got look just like Charles Barkley.
That baby is like that baby messed up, ain't he? Just a little bit.
I don't know.
I think I remember.
I'm no professional, but it seems like it.
Yeah, no, I swear. Like when you look at the symptoms of what that baby got, dude. And then like look at like when you look at the symptoms, like bro, like it's like any baby that had them symptoms is gonna look like Charles Barkley, unless like obviously like
the fact that y'all keep saying Charles Barkley is so sinister,
really
bro.
Do like Charles Barkley.
Why do y'all
gotta see it, dog.
Charles Barkley don't deserve that.
You gotta see it, bro. I swear to God, like.
One of the funniest dudes ever.
It's so weird, dog. I'm like, damn, like all of them turn out like that. That's crazy. But yeah.
Those Charles Barkley.
Big ups to Charles Barkley.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
No, he ain't got it. He just looks like he just, you know what I'm saying? Like he got that face.
He just got automatic.
He just got that, you know,
alcohol syndrome face.
Alcohol, yeah.
That's so syndrome. Crazy, dude.
Yeah,
fetal alcohol syndrome behind you.
Yeah, that type shit.
They said Ice Spice had it.
Nah, he chill on Bay.
He goes chill on Bay, bro.
It's like, nah.
The only thing
I ain't gonna lie, she been slimming a little bit. She losing weight,
Man,
but
the only thing Ice Spice had was a booty. Got arrested.
The ice has been
bro. She got tired of this shit real quick. I remember the last concert I saw her in. She was twerking, but it was not enthusiastic. Bro. You know, back when the first came out, she was twerking like
now
she
like losing all that weight twerking, bro. She ain't trying to keep doing that. Y'all keep trying to make her bend over.
Twerking for y'all motherfuckers.
She trying to chill, but no, she gotta get to the bag. Nah, you feel me?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Fight misogyny.
Y'all think she's still gonna know what she's
going
do
down
now?
and down?
Can she come back?
Huh?
Can she come back?
We'll see.
I hope so.
That album was.
Yeah, he said, I hope so.
I just hope she's around.
I tell you what, she better not surprise drop. That's gonna surprise everybody.
Hey, I mean, they did rank her at 6.8.
She did 6.8?
Yeah, it was like one of them things ranked her album or whatever, and everybody kept posting it.
Oh yeah, it was over. Yeah,
because it was over Kendrick shit or whatever. So it was like, who?
Pitchfork.
Yeah, that's why we don't listen to
these names. This is one journalist that works at Pitchfork.
That's why we don't listen to these names, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because that album was Boo Boo Cheeks, more ass than she used to have.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Welcome everybody to Rap Cave Podcast, episode 43, nice. I believe 43.
Nice.
I have to check the facts on that one.
Good job, y'all. Good job.
I mixed up.
Good job.
But not my normal crew. Got my boy Isaiah joining us for the first time.
How y'all doing?
Long overdue.
I was supposed to get here a minute ago, man.
Yeah.
I was mad I couldn't come through
last
week.
Yeah, last week.
We need a redo.
Yeah, last week I sent the invite out. I sent the invite out to mad people. Bryce was on here. Bryce held it down. Shout out Bryce. He held it down.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah. I sent out the invite. I sent out the bat signal to some people because, you know, the Balkan boys, they needed their rest. So I threw out the bat signal, and my boy Isaiah was like, oh, I'm down. And then it was like, can't you drop? No, I gotta be. And then he was like, I was
so mad I couldn't go, bro. I forgot what I had to do that day too.
I think you had some plans. I don't remember.
What did I have to do? What was this last? I know what happened.
You had something.
Wait, to do what?
But the last time y'all had a pod, I was supposed to come out. It was the day when it was like the day after
the day of the drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I forgot what I did, but I think I had some family stuff going on.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
It was cool.
So,
I'm here though. I'm here now.
But you're here, and then you know the rest of the crew. We got Birdie, as always, and then my boy Crisp Apples on the ones and twos. We don't have a soundboard. We don't have a ones and twos.
Damn, y'all got nicknames and shit? Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't get it. That's crazy.
I like Crispy, but it's like we already call him Crisp Apple, so it's just like too much crisp for him. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I was thinking about earlier today, though? I was like, I'm glad that we got to the point where I can say Chris and they automatically know which Chris I'm talking about.
Yeah. I really like Crispy though. I like Chris because Chris.
There is
P,
a telepathy.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's crazy because I've literally
working on it our whole lives.
I've literally called you sitting next to him, and you were like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "Dang, he locked in like that."
Yeah, we've been working on that our whole lives.
Some names I've heard is Platte Pods. I've heard the Pod Don. I've heard a lot of those type of nicknames.
Crispy Plate. That's the best one. Crispy Plate.
I hated with substitute teachers. On God, every substitute teacher was always Plate or Platte.
Crispy Plate.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
The first time I heard that shit literally had me in tears.
They called you what?
They called Plate. It was always Plate or Platte.
Oh,
them substitute teachers. Them motherfuckers can't read for shit. I don't know how they. Those substitute teachers.
It's all right, bro. Nobody can spell Isaiah. It's straight.
At least
nobody.
My shit's always the worst. My shit's Darren, bro. Oh my god.
Yep.
Darren is crazy.
I didn't think spelling Isaiah was that difficult. Until I had motherfuckers actually spell my name, and they was like, everybody gets it wrong.
I tried to, cause who was I?
Somebody spelled it with an X.
I was typing in Isaiah.
Relax.
Dead ass.
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
They put an X in your shit?
Somebody put an X in my name. I was like, I don't even know where that came from. Isaiah. I was crazy. I seen X. I seen a GH before. I was like, okay, we just adding. Adding more shit.
That's like Ashley, but it's EIGH.
Yeah.
IZ.
Oh,
Isaiah.
Yeah. Dog.
ISEIGH. Yeah.
I know 2 Ashleys that were spelled like that. Neither of them do.
If you got an IGH at the end of your name.
Oh yeah, no, that's them ugly Ashleys.
Yeah,
it's like
those little try hard Ashleys.
Yeah, that's them.
Or none of them pretty.
Or Haley, yeah.
That's them. My mama was 50 when I was born. Type Ashleys. On God.
Yeah, no. If y'all should spell it like that, you definitely like riding horses for sure. You're one of them horses. You gotta be.
You're big in the equestrian.
Yeah. All right, man. I mean, look. We had a whole pod last week. We scrapped that because obviously we had the Kendrick drop, and that ended up being the whole entire pod. This week, yeah, wake up, babe. A new Drake lawsuit just dropped.
Listen, it's not even like Kendrick fans are doing it, bro. It's just Drake now at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, last week would be Kendrick if he dropped the album. It's not like he told Kendrick to drop the album, you know what I'm saying? Shit on me.
But he had to put the lawsuit out, though.
Yeah, he could have waited.
Could have just took the L.
I mean, there's also a theory there, which I believe both sides can be true. There's also a theory there that side, the Kendrick side, heard wind of something coming. And I believe people knew, because now we didn't talk about it last week, but that whole Future Metro cleanup, man, it was a personal problem. It was nothing about the music, man. This is all entertainment. What about the big 3? I should be offended. All that cleanup that Future and Metro did, they stayed far away from it. I think there had to be known that something was happening. I also have it on good sources I don't personally know, but follow extensively. And they said that this was behind the scenes for a while, this Drake and UMG stuff that we're going to get to. So I think that was cleanup. So to be fair, I think it could also be like Kendrick, the label didn't know the album was coming until that morning. Could have saw the opportunity to drop then, get ahead of it, and then boom. And it just was a cascade effect. But if you're Drake, you gotta. I want to start here because I want to get into actual legal stuff of it. But if you're Drake, you just even if you're planning on dropping it and then you see that album come out, it's just the optics, man. And that's what a lot of this is. A lot of this is optics. A lot of people judge off optics. We're gonna get to facts too, but the optics matter. And if I'm Drake, I don't see why you don't hold out, continue. If this was months behind the scene, it can go another couple weeks. Let this album come. Let this album go. There was no rollout to it, nothing. You know, Kendrick not going to do no interviews. He's not going to throw this album in your face. So let this album drop, and then let that momentum ride out, and then bring it forward.
Bro, Kendrick's not going to see a camera until the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless SZA around and they need an interview.
Yeah, really. Even those were
yeah, true. Even those were written. I don't know. But, allegedly, speaking of, I forget who said it. I don't want to necessarily credit DJ Oh no, it wasn't DJ Head. It was Sounds, that dude Complex Ambition or whatever, the YouTuber. Shout out to Sounds. He does a lot of good tweets and information. He heard that Dave Free has been filming Kendrick this whole entire year, behind the scenes, documenting everything. That's crazy. If you have any behind the scenes footage from anything that happened this year, that's gonna go nuts when that documentary comes. Especially if you're somebody like that doesn't go in the public. I just thought that was interesting.
No, yeah, I mean that is crazy. But I mean it's kind of the same formula that Kanye did when he started, the documentary shit. He started recording before College Dropout even came out because he's like, one day this gonna hit.
Yeah, well, I know.
Ended up doing it.
I know TDE did that while Kendrick was there too, so I know that stuff's coming to light one day, and I can't wait for those TDEs, whether it's be a docu-series, whether Kendrick gets his own standalone, how that works. But them mysterious motherfuckers, when they finally do decide to reveal the curtain and see what they want us to see, it's gonna be entertaining. But we're getting too off track here. Drake lawsuits, to be clear, not at Kendrick, at UMG. There's two of them. There's a SLAP, which is I forget the acronym for SLAP. Chris, can you look up the acronym for SLAP? It's like a law term. It's with two P's. It's SLAPP. And then the second one, the first one that came out, which was
strategic lawsuit against public participation.
Yes. So that was launched at UMG, and then the other one was the one regarding the bots and the streaming and all that, and the manufacturing that basically both of these have come down to Drake alleging that UMG supported Kendrick in this battle through fabricating streams, through the use of lowering royalty rates for Spotify to then make it more available to the public, whitelisting it so that all content creators could use it and monetize off of it, and also paying people for endorsement of the song, Not Like Us, without properly disclosing it. So, because it is legal to pay people. I mean, you pay influencers all the time. That's a very standard business practice.
That's really common anyway.
Yeah.
Like everybody does, right?
But
exactly.
Drake is alleging, or Drake's team is alleging, that it was undisclosed. It was undisclosed to him, as somebody that is one of the key people at Universal, which is the biggest music conglomerate. So that's where we're at with it. When we got the two lawsuits, how did everybody feel about it?
I want to go
We'll
first.
start with the guest.
Yeah. Start with me?
Yeah.
I'll go first? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know, man. Like, I just found out about the second one. When I found out about the first one, to be honest, it was wild. Like, it's pretty much whatever. I feel how everybody else is feeling. You can't you win some and you lose some, man. You got to learn how to take that on the chin. You can't just be like, at one point, because this Drake. Listen, Drake has had so many beefs. He's had so many beefs, like Pusha T, Meek Mill, and he destroyed Meek Mill, first of all. And Meek Mill in no way, shape, or form was like, you know what, I'm suing y'all. I'm gonna sue him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He took his loss and he ran with it. Now we're coming here. Sure, some things that Kendrick may or may not have said, been true or might not have been true. We don't know. We probably will never know. But you lost, bro. Some may or may not. You may or may not agree. But at the end of the day, looking at from the outside in, you lost. And you lost in rap, which is, it's all competition. You can't go tell and say this wasn't fair, this didn't happen, or that's not how it works, bro. Take the loss, go home, get back in the lab, and go to work, bro. You cannot get like just super defensive and wanting to go legal in rap, especially. Rap is too raw for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think like. Look, I mean, I will say that if something does come to light of this, which I find it hard to believe that any of this shit was botted, because I mean, if you were outside all summer, this song was there. Like it's just, You can't pay you can't pay people riding in their cars to fucking play that shit.
It was botted, but to what extent did the bots have an effect?
Right.
Would be the argument.
Yeah, I mean, now if something does come to light, it could be a very big move for the industry as far as like, you know, how the legality is behind all that work and however you want to look at it. But at the end, when it comes to the defamation thing, it's like, bro, you also called him an abuser. You were the one that told him to respond. If you don't want if you don't want the heat, stay out the kitchen. Like, you know, that shit. The first one I understand. The defamation one, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Wasn't this all like from like this all these issues started like off of kind of not start, but like it really picked up off of first person shooter.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where like I mean obviously they had their tension, but that's where it really launches, and then
bubbled over.
And then and then like that, which leads to Drake responding, telling Kendrick to drop, Kendrick dropping, and then it getting dirty, and then here we are right now with it. So, Birdie, where you at with it before I go? Because I got some statements to make.
On the outside looking in, it's easy to say this is a real sore loser type move. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's all perspective at this point. Whether you think Drake doing it because he took an L and can't handle the loss or whatever, or Drake is trying to recoup what he got from UMG and he feel UMG doing these sneaky tricks, this, that, and the third. So I mean, I'm in the sense of I don't really care. I don't care how people look at it. I don't care how people feel. Listen, Drake, my man, all I listen to is Drake. I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether even if you win, lose, draw, favorite artist still gonna be Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, don't change.
You know what I'm saying? Do I think he's doing it because he took an L? I wouldn't say so, but the timing of it is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, timing is just very terrible for this information to get out here like that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if for Platte to say it's true, this shit been in the works for months. You should have been getting that information out there.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Or wait you know what I'm saying? To die down.
You'd have put this, you'd have got this shit out to the public, and now this nigga fucking album then went up 40,000 more units. Mm-hmm. So that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? But I personally don't think he doing it just because he took an L. But like I said, from the get-go, I said this at the beginning. I'm like, listen, call a nigga a pedophile, call a nigga an abuser, hold two different ways. Mm-hmm. Even if, like, let's say even if Kendrick was to, like, you know, do some, like, countersuit, oh, yeah, you said I was an abuser. Bro, we don't give a fuck about that. Don't nobody give a fuck. Even if we could watch a full video of Kendrick slapping his wife, nobody will care. Nobody will care.
I disagree.
That is so incorrect.
Walking around, you got an arm around a 13-year-old little girl. Now you're looking like, all right, listen, bro, I'm gonna delete some of your albums, bro. You on some real buffoonery. You know what I mean? Like, it just holds two different type of ways, bro.
You know damn well the Me Too movement will have Kendrick's ass if he slapped his wife on camera.
Okay, all right, listen, all right, over here, that shit might sound. But listen,
look how they were doing Chris Brown in 2009. It's a different world now.
Look at Chris Brown though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look at Chris Brown right now.
Chris Brown light skin and pretty too.
All it took was a look at me now. Look at him now. He good.
Yeah, that's kind of true though.
That's all it takes.
Let's not also brush past the fact that Chris Brown is doing all right.
Look at Dr. Dre. We done heard all the rumors. Hey, brushed it off. Hey, listen, the recipe was fire. The recipe was fire. We like that beat. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think that
slaps do cure all.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that certain things don't hold the same weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a fair point for sure.
And I would also like to say I'll be telling them, listen, bro, Drake is not bigger than the program, and I think this shows exactly what I was talking about from. I don't even remember what we was talking about back when I said that shit. Oh, yeah, no, that was back when he dropped 100 gigs. I'm like, listen, look, bro, Drake not bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? But I think this just prove it. you know, like I said, I don't really care about the lawsuit and that type deal. We just gotta remember, at the end of the day, Drake is Jewish. Drake is Jewish, and listen, he could have missed out on $1,000 just from this whole little beef and shit. And listen, he got to get his money back.
Oh, that's so
he got to get his money back.
But he's straight. Though.
Is he a real Jew if he don't get his money back?
He's straight.
I don't think so.
Real question.
I don't think so.
Real question for you, Rod. As you know, as a fan of Drake, you know, what do you think the next move for Jewish Drake to do? Like after all of this stuff, what's the next move, man?
It's time to start buying niggas catalogs, bro. You gotta start buying niggas catalogs. You gotta really show that that's some real Jew shit right there. You buy a nigga catalog. Well, I don't know who catalog he'll buy nowadays because music is tanking.
Yeah,
music is tanking bad. I don't even think motherfuckers worth even 20% of what they was last year.
Yeah.
So
well, everybody's like, well, now that like
they're firing everybody.
I think the whole music scene, ever since the whole Diddy stuff popped off, like the whole music as a whole has been kind of rocky lately.
Everything's just
even before that.
Everything's just crumbling under.
I mean,
which is like, hey, Diddy's a bad guy, but motherfuckers was afloat last year.
Yeah, motherfuckers revolt for sure.
Gainfully employed.
Yeah.
Gainfully employed. No, I don't want to make jokes of that. Where I want to start is get that documentary ready. It's curtains. Like, I was the last person to say it's over for Drake. I was the person, even last episode, saying, Drake, just go away. Hip-hop needs you. They're going to realize that they miss having Drake summer records. What Drake does and what Kendrick does, this has always been a thing. Those are two different planes that both equally exist in the space of music. Both are, especially in the space of hip-hop, are incredibly important. The party records and the social commentary. Hip-hop was founded on social commentary, but it is also a business. It is also a genre, and music at the end of the day is something that people want to connect to, whether it's passively or intently. They want to connect. So for me, I don't see how he comes back. This was PR suicide for me because I know Drake is smart enough to know that there was going to be backlash for this. I just don't know how he could have thought the juice was worth the squeeze on this. I don't know what type of records, because I think he can get compensated for this to some sort of extent. Because I do believe that there was some stuff going on with UMG and Drake. Because if you really look at it, if you really dig deep, you look at the fact that we know, and I said this for multiple episodes, that every single artist, especially the big name ones, are all using bots, are all using something to a certain extent. Drake is using the Twitter bots. We saw that with our own Twitter account. Kendrick may have the streams. Drake is doing the streams. Like, all of this stuff, everybody's doing different things. Everybody's doing workarounds. Especially both these artists are UMG artists. Let's not forget at the end of the day. So this whole beef was going back and forth. Every single dollar of it generated was still going to up top the same person at UMG. So to me, I'm looking at it like, I don't think the juice was worth the squeeze, because for Drake, it's like, you know what hip hop is, and the cultural values of it, the essence of it. You just got off a whole battle of you being the numbers guy, and then Kendrick being, no, it's all about culture, and the people getting behind Kendrick and being like, it is about culture. It's not about the numbers. It's about the art. It's about the integrity, blah, blah, blah. You just lost a battle that way. So going to do this at this time, I just don't see how he could have possibly thought that juice was worth that squeeze, because I think he can get entitled, or I think he is entitled to some type of compensation somehow, some way.
But I don't think it's about the compensation, though. I think it's
why is it?
It's about proving the point.
But you're Drake. You've benefited from this same machine. This same machine took you from 2009 to now.
And this same machine is saying that you not worth more than what we just gave you.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so
if you feel like he worth more than what UMG is offering or what he asking for, then I mean, that's the whole point. That would be the whole point.
No, that's the negotiation part. That's separate to me because we all know Drake has a deal. And I don't think, going back to my point about there being some other things at play, y'all don't think that anybody for the last 2 weeks, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, Apple Music came out with their award, Rapper of the Year, Kendrick Lamar. Nobody else has dropped their awards of the year. Now that's coming next week. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that in our podcast. We're gonna get in line. December is the time where everybody starts dropping their album of the years, artist of the year conversation. Apple was first and by far the first, and they gave it to Kendrick. There's something there. There's some inner working stuff going on. So I'm not saying Drake is not entirely wrong, but at the same time, Drake is the guy that has benefited off of this system. Drake did not get to where he's at strictly off of the music. There was the machine. There was the push behind him. Mm-hmm. And he knows this probably better than anybody. That's probably why he has the audacity to make this move. Because he knows it.
The things that Drake has benefit off of hasn't necessarily tanked or killed somebody's image per se.
I don't believe because we're all in the realm of speculation, right? Nothing's been proven yet. But I don't believe that Meek Mill's career wasn't killed.
I think I
would have to agree with him on that one.
If the boss was boss proven or whatever, I think where they went wrong was when they fucking used the bots to dislike Drake fucking Family Ties. Like, come on now. Like, more dislikes to likes. Yeah, Family Matters. Like, come on, bro. More dislikes to likes. Like, come on. Like, nah, it's just too obvious. Like, that shit just look crazy, bro. It don't even matter how the beat was going.
No, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. But like, I agree. Is there
any instances like where, like, because I don't know for sure, like, honestly, this bots thing kind of like more new to me, like, as of last year.
The bots thing I don't care about because that's...
that's the main focus, kind of. That's like
but
a good 20. That's like a quarter of the lawsuit or the petition. If people want to, but I'm just asking you. I was like, is there like any instances where like you can actually prove that Drake was botting like in past beats or anything like that?
I think it's just been widely explained by several artists. Like I know
if it was speculation or like or somebody or like if it was like actually proven.
Or even like top streamers, like not even rappers, just streamers have so many bots in their chat.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's different.
Yeah, it's just running up the numbers. It's
all it
steroids.
is just influence. It's just
because people justify numbers. That's
just
why we
building up your
That's why we have the whole like first week conversations about Kendrick and like I'm not saying first week sales don't entirely matter. But obviously, Kendrick's brand has always been about the music, not about the first week numbers, not about the charting. That's always been his brand image. Drake's brand image has always been nobody does numbers like me. I am the king because I do numbers more than anybody. Like there's brand identity, which ties back into my point of why this lawsuit is stupid. Why I said from the jump, Drake, don't bring business into this because you are going to look bad. I said that after push-ups. When he dropped push-ups before Kendrick said anything, I said, Drake, you're bringing up all these contracts. You're bringing up this business. I don't think you should be bringing up business because your brand is on business. And if that gets proven faulty or flawed in any way, that is a huge victory for Kendrick. Just like on Kendrick's side, his is the perfect image. That's why Drake attacked the character. You're not the savior. You're not you abuse your wife. You're
trying to free the slaves.
You're trying to free the slaves. You have your best friend. Your best friend is the father of your believed child. Like all of these things. What was the other allegation he made? I forget. There was one other one that people. Oh yeah, your mom. No, sorry, not your mom. Your cousin touched you or whatever. Like those allegations that were made on Drake's side were to crack the image of Kendrick. Because if you crack the image of Kendrick, Drake would have won the battle. If enough people believed that what Drake was saying about Kendrick was true, Drake would have won the battle because Kendrick's whole persona was image. It was all image based. Mm-hmm. So Drake being all numbers based, bringing this up, what's stopping UFG from going to court and saying, we did this shit for you too? What's up?
Right, exactly.
They can't do that.
Whether they want to,
they will literally be admitted to payola. That's the whole thing. That's like the major part of the lawsuit.
But
they can't just say we helped you.
Fucking what is it? Wells Fargo or whatever. I believe it's Wells Fargo. One of the banks. Like every 6 months, fam, they're coming out with we laundered money to the cartel. Our bad people. Like these big corporations that are making billions and billions. Like UMG is billions on billions on billions of dollars, to the point where it's crazy how much revenue Drake makes. And they're able to tell him, go sit down.
Even if
that's crazy, because Drake's worth billions.
Even if that was the case, when in the original petition, they was like, we ain't have nothing to do with that. You gotta talk to Kendrick. Like, they could have just been like,
and they said, well,
we did it for the both of y'all. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like they can't just say that.
And the other thing too, what it does do is open the floodgates for them to now. Drake's records are public. They will be put. They can. It's an open investigation now, so they can go through all the Drake shit. Because UMG, it's like, obviously they're not a great fucking, company, and Lucien is like a fucking supervillain. So they could go through Drake's phone records. They could go through whatever shady business dealings.
And they really don't want to do that, because actually, I don't know if y'all saw, but them dudes who was in jail for the X stuff.
Man, that bullshit.
They talking about telling on him about that now, and I'm like, golly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's just. I believe that's popular conspiracy. That's some bullshit. Ain't no way.
Not that specifically, but I'm saying this does this lawsuit does open the. It brightens the flame of now they can go through Drake shit because they're
and that's what I'm saying, and they're big enough to where they'll be like, you know what. We do this. This okay. If this is ill practice, we pay the fine. Fine. But if you're gonna bring our name through the rep, then we're gonna bring your name through the rep, and fuck you. Good day.
This would be at the same time, like, cause for Drake to actually file a case like that, like, you would have to be confident enough to be like, yo, me and my team ain't botting. Like, even like it might be UMG and the big dogs might be putting numbers on our shit,
or
but like me and our team, that's not what we on. Like,
or irrationally confident, because that's how he lost his battle. He lost his battle off irrational confidence.
Still talking about battle. We talking about lawsuit now.
I know.
Let's keep it on the lawsuit.
No, but we're sticking.
It's not the same thing. The court and the motherfucking rap game are not the same thing.
Are two different things, but there's one common denominator, and it's Drake. And we're saying,
bro,
so you're saying
we talking about laws. We talking about laws and fucking.
A battle,
street
two
beef,
different things.
And you talking about the common denominator is Drake.
Yes, and listen.
Do you know how crazy that sounds?
Are you listening to me? You're not listening to me.
No, do you know how crazy that sounds?
No, you're not listening to me.
That's what ties in the law and street beef. Drake.
What you just said. I'm answering to exactly what you just said. Wouldn't Drake's team, if they're preparing a lawsuit, know that they're going to win or confident that they're not doing bots and whatever? Wouldn't Drake have entered this battle with confidence, knowing what he has on Kendrick to win? And we all saw that Drake clearly was irrationally confident and miscalculated things in Kendrick, right or wrong, whatever side you are on the beef.
Do you think
Drake has shown to miscalculate?
Do you think Drake,
I'm not saying he's not in this case.
I got you. Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got you. Listen to this. Do you think Drake was the one who was forefront on how his part of the beef goes between him and Kendrick, right? Do you think so?
What do you mean by that? Clarify.
Do you think he's the captain of the ship and he steers how this goes?
With the battle with Kendrick?
Yes.
Yes.
You think he steered the whole thing? Do you think he's going into a courtroom and steering how this ship is about to go? Or is it his lawyers and his law team?
But it's his team and they're acting.
It don't matter. He's not a fucking lawyer. He's not a lawyer.
But he's the one paying them.
Bro, it don't matter, bro.
He's
the one. He's going off of their word. He's not a fucking lawyer. He doesn't make. He's not the one who.
So do yes men not exist? Does not having a
why me as a lawyer would put you in a predicament to lose?
Because a court case is money. A court case is money for that lawyer. Win or lose, those lawyers are making bank.
Yeah,
exactly. They already fucking paid off. Do you know what a fucking retainer fee is? They probably already paid off regardless.
But they can get more money.
But they can still if they lose, that's still on their reputation.
Yeah.
Yes, but lots of lawyers lose all the time. That's fine. And you know the only thing that
either way, who's steering the ship in this lawsuit? Who do you think steering the ship? Do you think Drake even wrote that petition?
No, obviously
okay,
not. You have
we have other people at the forefront. It don't matter if
he tells them.
But they know what's going. They know what to put in there. They know how to word everything. They know what's legal, what's not legal, what can go in this petition, what cannot go in this petition. I doubt Drake is putting what he thinks should go in the petition
Drake's not. No,
he might have said, "Oh yeah, I think Kendrick is
doing this.
And I think UMG is paying Kendrick to do this and that." But when it comes to like actually how we handle this lawsuit is going to be ran by his team.
Yes,
like, it's
and
not
if,
about.
If
it's not
Drake feels at any point
things are not in his favor. How I think you think it is in comparison to the beef. That don't make sense to me.
It makes perfect sense because
I kind of think what is going on, bro.
Here's the side point, real quick. So here, or not the side point, sorry, but the other comment to that is that if Drake feels like at any point in this case, his lawyers are not doing a good job, what happens to those lawyers? They're gone.
Right.
So he is still steering the ship. I get it's different boats, but Drake is still the captain either way because he's telling the lawyers, you guys are the professionals. You guys go find me this. Now, obviously, in the battle, Drake is obviously the one that's making the music. You know, I mean, Ghost Right Now, allegation stuff, whatever aside. But we know Drake is the one making the music. So he's mainly in charge. But at the same time, he is almost as in charge in this battle in this battle in the court because he's doing the same thing. They're two different things.
The
only common denominator is Drake, and I'm only linking them off of what you said, which was that Drake wouldn't get into this not knowing, and we just saw Drake getting into something irrationally confident and then backfiring on him. Now this is a totally different scenario, and for the record, I hope he wins, but I don't see how you can't look at that and be like, oh, it's impossible for him to be irrationally confident here. I don't see how you can look at those two things and say, yes, he was irrationally confident here, but you know what? Here, it's going to be completely out of his control. He's just sitting back. No, he is the one telling these lawyers, go through this, go through that, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? If those lawyers at any second he feels like they're not living up to the standard or it's not going the way he wants, those lawyers are gone. That means he's in charge.
Listen, being irrationally confident in a battle versus an artist that's damn near on your level, if not, below you, if not on your level, in comparison to going head to head with the motherfucking law irrationally just doesn't sound right to me.
Two different ball games, but you know what?
Irrational different ball games.
But irrational confidence, we see it all the time in NBA. Motherfuckers can't play anymore, but they still think they're the guy.
It's not the same. It's not the same shit, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I don't see it. It's all the same. Irrational confidence is something that can exist, especially if we've seen it exist in that character before and very recently.
Listen,
it can stem into other things.
Drake is a Jew. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he want to waste.
I'm not bringing that.
I don't think he want to waste his money. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be a lot of money to waste. Hey,
listen, man. I just think he could have made this way better if he wouldn't have brought this to the courts at least publicly. Now again, he was going behind the scenes.
UMG probably could have made this public if you really think about it, because it's gonna make him
they don't want to because they want to keep Drake because Drake makes them a lot of fucking money. So they wanted to resolve this behind closed doors. But if I'm Drake, why don't I just get on a record and talk greasy? You know, say some shit. Label fabricating my deaths. Chubb's got it right on him in case they go left. Just talk that shit like you do in records. That would have went over way better in the court of public opinion, because then you would have got all of these Twitter detectives that are so invested in every single Drake and Kendrick bar to go, this is another shot at UMG. He's saying this, he's saying that. And meanwhile, you're working it behind the scenes. I just feel like Drake could have done this a lot better, and he should have known to do this a lot better. I'm not saying that Drake doesn't have a chance at winning this lawsuit. I'm not saying that there is not shady practices going on at UMG. But there is also those same shady practices. Those are not exclusively unoffered to Drake. Those practices are not exclusive. All the bot streaming, all of the playlisting yourself, like when Scorpion was on every single playlist on Spotify, even the gospel playlist, the cover was Drake Scorpion. I don't know a gospel record on there.
Gospel?
On the gospel playlist on Spotify, there is an actual image. Literally every single playlist when Scorpion dropped, Drake was on the cover of it on Spotify.
It's versatility. Right? Just saying.
I ain't never heard him say
and
nothing.
Look, I'm not.
Wait a minute. Having Drake on a gospel track is crazy.
God's
Jewish,
plan.
bro.
I'm not
God's
playing.
plan.
That's also true. Yeah.
That's real.
Come on now.
That's real six.
Get
real
the
six
fuck
gospel,
out of here.
man.
Who's God though? No, I'm not trying to start.
Let's not get into that.
But no, I'm.
Speaking of which I don't want to go too much into conspiracy on this, but so Lucien is also Jewish, and Drake did sign a petition in support of Palestine. Lucien is a direct supporter of Israel. Lucien is also his boss. Once that happened, everything did start going left. So I'm not saying that that's true or false. I'm just saying is that's something people have brought up as well. It's just the timing is a little convenient. You know what I mean?
And I definitely think, look, I 110% believe that there is ulterior, not ulterior motives. That's wrong. There are external factors at play, or internal factors. I believe it would be the proper terminology in this. Like internal factors at play for this battle and why it went the way it went. But again, to me, the bots didn't decide this battle. The bots may have gotten the record to a higher status faster, but that same bots was being used on Scorpion. Those same bots have been used. Kendrick might have put, or his team, because I doubt these artists are the ones actually pushing the buttons on these type of things. Kendrick's team might have whitelisted his record so that it could be played on YouTube for monetization and remove the copyright restrictions. You know what? That's fucking smart. Get it everywhere. That's not illegal. Like, use it, paying celebrities to endorse a certain person. Rob Markman, shout out Rob Markman, went out and said that he got approached by OVO. And I know money was offered, but it was somebody affiliated with the OVO saying, "Hey, look, we know your position on the battle, blah blah blah. Like, we know you remain neutral, whatever. But people go to you as a credible source. You're one of the best journalists in hip hop history, one of the GOATs. It would be nice if you showed the boy some love." Was the direct quote that Rob Markman said. So like that type of stuff was going on both sides. So I don't think a lot of these shady practices. I think if we're being truthful, all UMG cared about was the bottom line. They didn't care who won. Maybe they were happy to see Drake lose because you know what, they're like you said, there's the things with Lucien. There's also the fact that Drake is up for a deal. I don't also fully believe that you want to kill the person that's up for a deal, because I don't know if you can recover from the image that he took. I don't think you can. I personally don't. I think there is a before Kendrick, after Kendrick Drake that we are going to see. I'm not saying he's gone, but I am saying it is curtains for the Drake that we know. And I was the last to say it, but I'm here to say it now.
Same thing, bro. I was like, dude, I don't know if he's gonna be the same after that.
I didn't get there until these lawsuits.
I don't think so.
Really?
Nope, not at all.
You think when the next time you think he's gonna drop?
When I think he's gonna drop?
Yeah.
No, I'm unsure of that. I kind of think he gonna have to like if this lawsuit actually go through, he might have to shake this off first before he actually drop another album or whatever. But listen,
Think like next
somebody,
year?
huh?
Think like next year?
Nah, lawsuit gonna take a minute.
No, I'm telling you, like till he drop. I don't care about the lawsuit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he gonna really
wait
drop
till
until
okay.
until like the lawsuit kind of like, you know what I'm saying. But
It's like because we was talking actually earlier, and it was saying like this dude has dropped because Drake's dropped ever since he's been out.
Which is good.
Year
Make us miss you, Drake. Like that was what I was saying before these lawsuits came to public light.
Every single year Drake has dropped an album. Sometimes he double dropped.
Yeah, make the world miss you. We need the party records. All this shit though about the watch the party die and all that shit, man. Though, like this type of stuff really just it backfires so bad on Drake from the public eye, because the public eye, this just heightens the legend, the mystique of Kendrick of now they get to run with the narrative of like, look at, he is destroying the biggest act or one of the biggest acts at the biggest label. He really said that the industry is gonna burn down, blah blah blah. Like, it just, to me, if it was Drake, I think you should have handled it on record because that's where people want to hear Drake. They want to hear good music, Drake.
I feel like it was such a bad move too for him to even do that, because like now I'm talking about Kendrick to destroy the industry or whatever, this, that, and third, because like we need somebody to put the game on their back. Like the game is in shambles right now. Like we really are watching people like Big Sean do 24K. Like, what is going on with rap right now? And it's like, now Drake not in the spotlight, so now we gonna be depending on these 15-minute of fame ass artists just to carry a good next 3 to 6 months before they fall off.
Yeah, I definitely.
So now it's about to be a big ass cycle of a rotated new artist every so often.
I mean, that also has to just do with the oversaturation of music, I think, at the end of the day.
Nah, bro. The way
we're in
that
for
Kendrick,
the
way Kendrick just shook the rap game got a lot of niggas looking weird right now.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be looking real suspect.
I think you think a lot of people might be a little shook to drop anything after this stuff. Cause I know Kendrick been dropping some. Yeah, I'd be. If I'm a big time artist right now, I'd be on skates right now. Mm-hmm. I'd be. It's crazy. Real timid on dropping right now. It's crazy
how numbers always matter, and now, like numbers always matter, but like now, like numbers matter the most. Like if you ain't doing over 30K, you whack.
Like a bunch. I seen a few artists. I was just scrolling on TikTok. Some some private artists would drop over here and there. And then they found out that Kendrick dropped GNX, and all of them was like, "Fuck."
Listen, you could have did 30K last year and it got swept under the rug. Like now, that shit is in the fucking spotlight.
Yeah. By the way, I saw the most, shout out to Ak, I saw the most detailed report I ever seen of him on Kendrick's first week numbers. I never seen Ak tweet first week numbers more than a sentence. He had the whole breakdown, the whole chart. I mean, shout out to Ak. He really had to make sure he got all the fine prints of the Kendrick first week sales, every single drop. But I feel you with the numbers thing. Like it's truthfully, it is where we're at. I've never cared about it.
I never gave a fuck about numbers. Like that shit is crazy. Like,
but enough people, enough momentum has decided that is now a thing. Like there's people that really
like
I've never. So funny, but it was so funny here at Ag be like, Drake, I gotta show you how I slime people I don't like because this shit ain't working.
Yeah.
Well, no, that wasn't even the best crash out of the week. It was that other one.
God damn it. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was that other one I threw in the group chat today.
I've never used numbers as a way to defend my favorite artists. Like I never really paid attention to numbers that much for real, to be honest. Probably since 2020 is probably like when I first started noticing like, okay, like this artist doing that, this, that, and the third.
I swear it's a bleed over effect of fucking Swifties and Barbs, and everyone started. They really started this number.
Forget that. I still don't care about numbers. I'm only listening to the music. I don't care about any numbers.
Yeah, we want war.
Yeah, this Chris is just like, I'm swinging on every fan base.
Tomorrow the studio gets doxxed.
Hey, your man's did good numbers though, Tyler. He did good first week numbers.
Bro, oh my God, what do y'all think about this album, man?
That album.
We talk about it real quick.
It came and went. What?
It's still here.
It's still here, bro. We still here for it, bro.
You expect him to like Tyler when his goat got booed at Camp Flog?
You're exactly right. Yeah. It's my fault, bro.
That was so shit.
Hey, listen, I ain't never heard somebody say, let's get some Camp Flognog tickets. Let's be for real. Like, this ain't no
anybody's got some Camp Flognog tickets for sure. Send them my way if Tyler is listening to this.
You know why? You know why? Because they sell out the moment they drop. That's why. You can't get them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. How much is there? 125?
That bitch is expensive.
Hey, enough to be filled out. That boy pack every year.
Is it really like a camp? I ain't never even heard nobody headline that shit, to be honest.
It's like a carnival thing. It's like there's rides and shit. And
they all headline this up. It's just him.
Who?
No, it's like a 3-day thing.
I'm gonna say there's
like a couple headlines.
I mean, if they got performances, the show gonna be somebody headline.
I think SZA headlined one day.
He had Doechii come out too.
That bitch ain't no Coachella. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Coachella, talk about falls.
And that bitch falling off. That's what I was about to say. That motherfucker falling off. They got Travis. They got Travis.
They got to do the J. Cole route.
Travis already did it once before, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I used to be real big into Travis Scott, but now he kind of
Yeah.
So you
just
say
it's unfortunate, bro.
Yeah, spit it out.
Come on, brother.
Spit it out.
You can. Let's go back to days before rodeo, bro.
Let's just name a few from this year. So let's say, okay, you got Daniel Caesar, Playboy Cardi, Tyler the Creator, Erykah Badu, Action Bronson, Denzel Curry.
Erykah
You're
drop?
telling me they ain't pulling motherfuckers?
That's Coachella?
No, that's Camp Faulkner.
Oh, Camp Faulkner?
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. The headliner.
I thought Cardi was gonna be at Coachella.
Did Doechii go?
Doechii came. Yeah, she had a set there too.
Yeah, Doechii. Yeah, Doechii.
That's you can have Ice. I'll take Doechii, man.
Doechii. Oh, I'll take Doja. Doechii's nice though. But I'll take
Doechii is weird as hell.
Both of them hoes weak as hell. Oh God, I'm definitely taking Spice.
Those better
give me
bitches
10.
That
10s or something.
That was crazy. You know what? While we getting jokes off, because that was clearly a joke. While we getting jokes off, NFR was putting them legal documents too. It'd be your own people, Drake. It'd be your own people.
I thought them was Kenny fans.
Well, yeah, but they're Canadian.
Oh, okay.
It'd be your own people, Drake. I mean, like, and Drake, man. This week, bro, there are people that are generally having discussion. Is Drake softer than the dude that said, "Go ahead, I'll put my chin out, take your best shot"? That's crazy. That's crazy that J. Cole on his home floor apologized, said, I have my chin out, I will take your best shot, Kendrick. I'm sorry, you are so great.
He said, Disney,
be
please,
for real. And people
real.
Like, people are really dunking on Drake.
Which one sound worse?
What?
Which one worse? Like, be for real.
I put a lot of the theatrics on the Cole one too, so I
There's no way. That's the soft. That's literally the softest shit. Now, what like a lawsuit is kind of like it's kind of like yeah.
Which is softer? The way Cole handled the beef with the bowing out, or the way Drake is now with the lawsuits?
I had this conversation with my dad literally just the other day. He was like, you heard that new Cole? I was like, yeah. When he went on the freaking track and explained himself to everybody. And then like, come on, bro. Just leave. If you didn't want no parts of the beef, stop talking about it.
Can't take the heat. Stay out the kitchen.
Just stop talking. You could have went this whole entire beef without putting that Port Antonio. What it was called? Port Antonio. Yeah. He did not need to put that out.
I don't even remember what that song.
I love J. Cole, bro, but he did not need to put that out.
Listen, yeah,
he's just a chill guy, and that's the problem.
Yeah, bro.
He's
just a chill guy.
Not a chill guy.
No, we're not giving him a chill guy title.
He ain't built for this shit,
bro. J. Cole is a definite chill guy.
These light skinned niggas, bro.
It's down bad.
These light skinned
niggas.
That's just the light skinned niggas.
That's one thing I'm giving to Kenny. I'm happy to be black. I'm happy to be black. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kendrick got the same middle name and shit. Like, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right. I'm cool.
All right.
But
all right, man. No, listen, it was funny. It was funny as hell because I also don't want to hear that. I also don't want to hear that Kendrick's the biggest hater anymore because that motherfucker Drake with these lawsuits and stuff. Come on, bro.
That's some hating that shit right there.
That's some hating shit. Come on now. This not for no reason, bro. This not for no reason. Like if he's saying if his whole thing is he being defamed and being cheated out of a deal, that's not really hate. Bro, that's a reason for him to put that out there. Now, now on the other thing, we talk about a nigga that just hopped about. Listen. What do you think Drake was doing when like that dropped? No, I'll tell you what he was doing. Minding his fucking business. And then here come this little midget ass nigga with his mans, who I made a whole collab tape with.
Y'all told this to shut up and drum. Shut up and play the drums. Hey, that's what y'all said, right?
This is insane. This is insane. This
shut up and play the drums. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna play the drums.
This is a new level of hatery going on right here.
Right, so let's hypothetically, by the way, nobody's fighting. But if me and you get into a fight and then you whoop my ass, right? And then I go to the police about the shit and I was like, hey, Rod whooped my ass.
Nah, that's not what happened though.
That's kind of like what happened. That's kind of like what happened.
Listen, you been sneak dissing me. You been sneak dissing me for about a good 10 minutes. Nigga, I hear you. Yo, we got a problem? Oh, no? Okay, all right. I'll go back over here.
I'm talking big shit over here.
He's still over here talking shit. Bro, I can hear you over here. You got, hey, listen.
I ain't got shit to say to you, brother.
You doing good. I'm like, bro, hey, listen, I'm congratulating you, this, that.
No, none of that. I'm good.
Next thing you know, bro want to buck up with 5 other niggas behind him. Yeah, what was that shit you was talking, Drake? Yeah, I got my man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you fucked them up. Yeah, come get me though.
Hold on.
Come get.
He did not need to put.
He beat his ass though. You know what I'm saying? He was tired. Bro was tired. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of swinging.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of niggas, a lot of hands being thrown.
Kendrick said he had 10 more left.
The focus was off. You know what I'm saying? The focus was off.
See him? He was looking up.
You know what I'm saying? He was on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Type shit.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man. Like,
what did I do?
I will say,
if Drake really wants to sue, man, why ain't he suing Pac? Pac's the first one to say Drake. Pac's the first one to say Drake likes him young. If we're being real, if we're being factual, it was Tupac. It was Tupac's words that said, "Hey, I heard it on the Joe Budden podcast that you like him young." Why you ain't Tupac? Why you ain't Tupac?
And Joe Budden, hey, listen, that's another one, dog. I swear, he be on the edge of motherfucking saying some crazy shit.
I'm like
dog.
an hour into the latest episode. I didn't see the episode that went viral where it was clipped out, so I'm not trusting clips.
Joe Budden's days are numbered. He's gonna say something goofy on that podcast.
Oh,
he already said some crazy shit.
He always
like something crazy that
this whole last episode, he spent an hour defending Drake, and I was like, that's why Joe's a master.
He likes Drake, right?
He's a master of spin.
Huh?
Not really, no.
He does it, but he also.
I can never tell because it'd be one moment he talking good about him, then the next moment he talking straight about him.
Personal beef, but as a journalist, he's staying unbiased, I guess, in some ways.
I guess.
I don't know if he's unbiased.
It's like one moment he's talking about, he's like talking good about him, and the next moment he's playing a Kendrick Lamar song. And he's like, "This is the greatest song ever."
This is what he do. This is what he do. Joe Budden is the type of nigga. He take a 10-inch blade, stick it in you, twirl it a little bit, take it out, throw a little patch on there, make sure you're okay. That's Joe Budden.
Sinister man.
You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to Drake, right?
yeah, especially with Drake, really. Yeah. But I mean, you can tell like that shit's personal.
I just can't. Yeah,
that shit's personal.
Yeah, plus some internet. The internet got to internet, and then that
shit's personal.
Didn't they do some deep diving or something?
Yeah, there was some girl tie like all of these Drake beefs. Like all.
It's always a girl that's involved.
Yeah.
Especially with the Drake stuff. I can't wait till Well, am I wrong? It's
that's why. Listen. We going up, and then you better be careful. Listen. He might hit one of y'all. He gonna spare me. Spare me.
Drake, not my favorite. That's all I ask.
He gonna spare me.
But
you gonna see all. I'm gonna be like, I'm trying to tell them.
No.
If Drake comes for me, bro, I'm gonna make. Drake comes at me. I'm making T-shirts.
I don't know if he's sparing it. I don't even know. Dog, he's been on every stream platform but academics.
Yeah. No, I honestly think, bro, they literally like just saving for that right time to get. Because when they drop an interview together, you know that shit is gonna be legendary.
Yeah,
and that shit gonna do crazy numbers, bro. That's like one of the most anticipated interviews right now.
I mean,
him and who?
Yes, but also
obviously Drake can go on any platform and do numbers with any of the big like Joe Budden and Drake would do crazy numbers as well.
Right.
But like, that's probably not gonna happen. You feel me? Some little personal shit going on, but like. Drake and Ack, I think is one of them. Like,
why hasn't he done that yet?
A Kendrick and somebody else type interview, but that's definitely one of the most anticipated.
I think Ack is a ugly girl that you flirt with a little bit now and then.
Ack out of anybody, I don't think anybody in here.
I don't think Drake
deserved an interview with Drake.
Huh?
What's that?
Wouldn't y'all say that Ack deserved an interview with Drake a long time ago?
I don't think any of these artists are interviewing with anybody, so I don't care. But I'm saying it's funny how Drake has been on every streaming platform, but academics he don't ever really give academics a real inside.
When is the last time Drake been on a hip hop streaming platform?
Oh well, I mean
it's been a minute.
Like he don't even be on hip hop streaming platform.
Okay, but be on fucking Ack's still a streamer.
He a streamer, but he.
I mean,
if Ack do an interview with Drake, it's gonna be on his Off the Record podcast. So it's really gonna be like
no, but just popping fucking Ack stream it, like support your number one fan. Like
it's like but if he just come in there just on some,
it makes.
If he just come on there on some support type shit, it's gonna look even worse. Because like, yeah, you just bringing them in here just to dick suck for real.
No, bro. If I got a nigga who's telling everybody how great I am,
I'm going to. From the real chat niggas that been watching Act, bro, we want to see this nigga interview Drake and ask him some questions.
Not even some concert tickets or something
that we really been wanting to know for these past few years.
I don't even know if I'd want a Drake and Act interview, only because if everything Act is saying, I want to believe. If I were to give him that grain of salt, I don't. But if I were to give him that grain of salt, it sounds like an interview would be Act asking all the questions that he already knows the answers to, that he said in streams before or hinted at in streams before, and now you're just hearing it from Drake's mouth.
I think it's Shaq. He knows his Shaq gonna call him out on that. I don't think he would do that, bro. Them niggas be on his ass, like, for real. Like, I don't see him doing that.
The day we see him,
especially
together,
since Act be covered, like, bro, like anything that's surface level with Drake, bro, acting already to talk about it.
The day we
anything
see Drake
that's
and
like
academics do a stream
behind
together,
the scenes,
like,
but like,
all right, he's done.
But like, it's not really like a secret, bro. Acting already covered that shit, so it's like, bro, you gotta get down to the nitty gritty and ask certain questions that's gonna keep us interested, or else like we gonna hold you, like, for real, like we gonna hold you, like the niggas will home, like,
the
for
internet
sure.
is demented.
So, all right, let's go back and quickly, because there's really not much else to talk about. There was no real drops this week. There was like nothing. Like, I looked, there was absolutely nothing that came out. On top of that, there's J. Cole did announce he dropped Friday Night Lights. J. Cole's cleanup. What y'all think about J. Cole's cleanup? Doing the whole podcast and then reliving his best moments, putting his old mixtapes on streaming services, and then announcing the 10-year anniversary. That vinyl looks tough. Of Forest Hills Drive next week, actually, I believe.
I mean, I don't really think that's a cleanup per se. He's just continuing business as usual, you know.
I mean, he's never been publicly doing like podcasts or anything like that.
Well, he's about to retire, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I don't think this has anything to do with the beef. Not in the slightest. Not everything is about the beef.
I definitely do. I definitely do.
Because
especially because he saw how well Drake's 100 gigs. That's the only move from Drake I liked. The songs were trash, but the 100 gigs, like floating out just random clips of you and Cole in Best Buy and all that other shit, and you going like, oh, who'd be good on this song, Kendrick, like, all that shit that Drake was doing, that was really dope. And I know all three of them artists because they've all lived in Mystique. They've all done that very well. I would love to see those sessions of Cole. I would love to see those sessions of Drake. I would love to see those sessions of Kendrick. Those are three of my favorite artists ever. So, for me, I think Cole looked at the success that Drake had with the nostalgia, and I think he's running that play. I think he's running that same play, and it's working. I think to Cole.
This is why I think it's clean up, because it's so many years have passed. You could have been doing these podcasts. You could have been dropping your mixtape on these platforms. Why now? Why not?
Because he's about to retire.
Oh, yeah, you did just say that.
Yeah. But he's about to retire for the last 7 years.
The follow-up is clearly coming very soon.
It's
coming out this year.
It feels like it's coming soon.
We believed in 2018 it was coming soon because the last song KOD was Intro to the Fall Off. So it's like, oh shit, are we getting another J. Cole album this year? And then he did a freestyle that said all roads lead to the to the Fall Off. And that was November of 2018. He did that freestyle.
Listen, I think he might put
Check me on that. It might be 2019.
I think he might put out at least one more EP-ish type project before he actually dropped the fall off. I don't think he want to actually fall off that soon.
This guy has stretched his retirement.
I'm just saying, I don't think he want to fall off that soon. Not after you just said sorry and ain't really did shit about it. I'm sorry. That's the worst way to end your career.
This is
what I'm saying? That's the worst way to end your career.
This is like Kobe.
I have to agree.
This is like Kobe signing his 4-year contract to be like, all right, y'all, this is it. This is my last contract. Cole has been going forever on this whole retirement tour.
Yeah,
and it was going so well for him.
Yeah, and he gonna actually need he just announced another tour, didn't he? I think he did.
Drake did.
I know. I think Cole did too.
Drake's doing some Australian tour. I know that. I don't know if Cole announced another tour. I actually would have to check that. But before we get out of here, we've had a week. I just want to see if anybody's thoughts, especially you, Isaiah, since you weren't on last week's pod. Where is everybody officially at with GNX? Because I know in the land of music consumption, you know, by a week you should have your final opinion, which is ridiculous.
Bangers front to back, no skips.
But here we are.
This shit is like the Pledge of Allegiance. Fuck you talking about?
Elaborate. How's it the Pledge of Allegiance?
Dude, every day I just wake up and I just go, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Just turn it off.
Just marching.
Every day, just like squabble up. Like every day, as this
a whole band comes in to wake you up.
I hate the way that I am, because I've literally listened to this album like on repeat every single day since it dropped.
Yeah. I mean,
and I feel like everybody like I hate, and like I'm, even when I say it out loud, I'm like, that's embarrassing. Like I hate how like I played this song continuously, but it's got bangers just left and right. Not a bad song on it.
Yeah, no, it's one of them ones.
Where's it for you guys in Kendrick's catalog?
It's still floating between 3 and 4 for me. I don't know if it knocks that damn off.
So it touches. Wow. So it touches the Holy Trinity.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say 4 to 5. Cause I don't know. There's still like he's just these classes that
it's not touching the Holy Trinity, man. Like those are just those are elevated. Yeah. Like
it's your opinion, but
those are. I know, but like I don't know how that's not fact. Like I know music is subjective, but I don't know how that's not fact. Because like the songwriting
has less filler than Damn does.
Yeah,
Damn doesn't have filler. What's filler on Damn?
God. I don't need to listen to that song no more.
The GNX is worse than God.
I don't think so. No, you're crazy. Absolutely not. That shit is a fucking banger.
That fucking video game ass beat. I love that beat, but at the same time, that shit is not what I want to hear. No, I think Damn, like it has the concepts. It has better songwriting.
I said it. It's floating right
now.
No,
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I can't even have it anywhere near those.
What's top 3 for you?
Top 3 is those three. If you want the order, it's To Pimp Butterfly, Good Kid, Damn. Those 3. It's not touching those. It's not even sniffing its jock straps. Then for me, I'm putting it below. I'm personally still putting it also right now. It could change, but I'm still putting it below Mr. Morale and Section 82. I have it as his 6th best project.
I love Section 80.
Yeah, but that's fact. It's definitely Mr. Morale did have.
Mr. Morale, I liked it too, but it had a lot of filler.
But there's more filler.
Mm-hmm. There is. I mean, it's a longer track list. There is more filler. I found out that I don't want to be that guy that gets boxed in. It's like, oh, you don't like this because this is a conceptual Kendrick. No, but I enjoy conceptual Kendrick much more. Like I think the piecing together of Mr. Morale, while the songs, you can stack up the 12 songs from here, you can stack up the 12 songs from Mr. Morale, and it may be more even to me than others, but I'm not hating on anybody that likes the 12 best Mr. Morale songs versus the 12 best GNX songs. I'm not hating on you for choosing GNX, but for me, it was the tap dancing, it was the story of the album, like that type of stuff. That's what I love, and that's what I've grown to expect and admire out of Kendrick albums is the piecing together of the body of work itself. And GNX doesn't necessarily have that. There's the Machiavelli ties, the 12 tracks, the diss tracks and blah blah, all that stuff.
Straight bangers,
but
bro. Where
it's like, good music.
His usual albums would just be storytelling and just giving us.
And there's some of the best storytelling he's ever had on here too. Like,
listen, sonically, I'm gonna put this at like 4th or 5th out of Kendrick's whole project.
That's
but
what
like,
I would say.
Authentically, it got to be like one of the bottom 2. Like a lot of songs on there just feel like when I listen to them, it's just like, bro, this ain't even you for real.
I disagree.
This ain't even wholeheartedly, bro. Like, that's how I feel.
But you would have dunked on him if he did anything not West Coast. You would have been like, where's the West Coast?
No, I wouldn't have. I barely even dunked on him his last shit, and that was even worse.
I feel like GNX was just him paying homage to the whole
of him being Mr. West Coast and this not being a West Coast album.
My whole thing is,
you would have dunked on him.
I wouldn't even dunk on him because I wouldn't even expect him to do a whole project like this until he made Not Like Us. That's when I kind of like, all right, I can see this is.
But that's what I'm saying. You would have, after Not Like Us, if he dropped anything that wasn't this,
because I honestly kind of felt like it was gonna start becoming a point where it would have felt like kind of pandery, because it's like you did the Not Like Us video. It was straight West Coast. You feel me? This, that, and third. Then you do the Squad Blood video. Now this shit's corny. Like, bro, you got these fat bitches dancing in front of the motherfucking.
Easy. Them bitches,
what is this? 6'4" Chevrolet. I don't know what the fuck this is.
All women are beautiful.
It's all references to the West Coast. The entire thing is to menace to society, to this and that.
I couldn't guess that. Yeah, I knew that. But I'm saying
about it.
If it's corny to me. Like it's corny at this
What makes
point.
it
Like
corny,
I said,
though?
Not Like Us. He already did the whole West Coast little spiel. He had the whole city out there. Like we see, all right, we get it. You real West, this, that, and third. Squabble Up is like, all right, bro. Like now you kind of. I think he's overdoing this a little bit.
You can't make motherfuckers happy, because then if he didn't do West
Coast,
no,
Kendrick never made me happy.
That would be like Big Sean not doing Detroit.
So it would be the same shit. Like
that's not the same.
No, it's different than that. Like to me, it would be like if he did the West Coast shit. Oh, so you did that for one song? You just hopped on the West Coast.
That is how it could have went. But he already got the West Coast sounds on there, so it's like you really ain't have to force the West Coast imagery in your Squad Blood video. So like to me, it's like he overdid it. And I'm not saying he could have. I'm not saying he couldn't have did a couple this, that, and third. But it's like literally the whole video is just like corny, like how.
But it was the album. The whole album is unapologetically West.
Is all just West.
It is, and like I said, you know how I feel about that. I said it feels forced. That's how I feel, but I think it feels forced. That's what I said, and I feel like he forced it even more with the
moral of the story. You can't please nobody.
He don't have to please me to begin with. Like I'm not the nigga to please. That's y'all. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, like that's just how I see it. Like. Obviously, y'all might see it a different way, but that's just how I see it. Like, it just seemed kind of corny to me. Like,
I mean, yeah, everybody can see it their way. I just don't see how, from my perspective, I don't see how making an unapologetically West Coast album, having an unapologetically West Coast music video is like overdoing it. Especially for the song that you don't have any marketing. You just dropped this album, surprise. So this is your marketing. So. Sticking with the theme of the album, like you're not like you had to do some type of marketing for this. Even Kendrick, as great as he is, as much as people, he don't care about the numbers, yada yada yada, all that stuff. You're not gonna not market your album, no matter what. Frank Ocean, if he ever drops, is gonna have a music video, is going to do some marketing. He'll probably do a surprise drop if he ever does. And then drop it with a music video.
I heard something about Frank Ocean, actually.
Man, I don't care. Frank Ocean's retired. I don't care.
I heard he dropped under a different alias type shit.
Oh yeah, I heard that rumor too. And I also saw that Reddit post that was like they think it's Frank Ocean because he's like, hey guys, I'm this millionaire musician. Everybody loves me. I'm a cultural icon, but I hate myself and I don't want to make music anymore. This shit sucks.
I heard it when he sung too, it sounded just like him. I don't know. I would have to look.
Yeah, I mean, Andre 3000 said he put out several albums that we don't know. So that would be that super duper artsy shit that I don't understand. So I'm with it. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is you're not gonna not do some type of marketing.
Exactly. No, I'm not saying he like I said before. Like obviously he could have did like a few little. He could have shot a scene in the hood. You know what I'm saying? On some West Coast shit.
So what else is the song supposed to be if it's not? Or what else is the music video supposed to? I'm picking your brain.
I don't know. I have no idea what he's supposed to do. All I'm saying is what he did. Just seemed like a little overly West. Like I get it. Like the song is West. Like even the names and shit on there already is like super West Coast. So it was like, all right, I get where you going. You know what I'm saying? Whacked on you're like all that. You know what I'm saying? So like I see where you getting at. But it's just like I said, he already gave us a Not Like Us video, gave us a Not Like Us song, gave us a Not Like Us video, gave us the pop out. And then, you know what I'm saying, just did a little bit too much in the Squabble. That's just how I feel.
I don't know. I just like the song has no theme to it, like other than that it is West Coast. So I just feel like, I just fucking like Kendrick doing his little weird dances and having a whole bunch of West Coast imagery behind it.
This was all for the Super Bowl. It's all for the Super Bowl. Just to
do you think? Okay, let's go there. Last thing. Does this change two-part question. Does this change Not Like Us being played at the Super Bowl? And are any of these records actually making the Super Bowl cut?
All of them are. Luther, and maybe TV off.
And
all of them.
Even if he doesn't do all of TV off, because they montage shit, the mustard thing is absolutely going to be.
Mustard, that's going to be on there.
When I heard Luther, I'm like, Luther is definitely getting played at the Super Bowl. I definitely think you're bringing out Scissors.
Because y'all know I have my second album, Theory, and I stand by it.
I mean,
he's already.
I'm right.
That's already confirmed.
I'm right.
But one thing that I saw today that could be interesting. So, I mean, again, it's all hearsay until. But so when the GNX actually came out, the actual car.
Oh, dude, is this the seconds to dollars one?
No, not necessarily just that, but no.
Because that was crazy.
I mean, yeah, I think
that's a reach.
That's overboard. But that was part of what.
Crazy coincidental.
No, that was part of what I'm talking about. No, but in the same respect, when the GNX came out, basically like, GM, Buick, whatever, they offered on the dates between like the 12th and the 16th of December.
Or 13th, 16th, something like that. Something really close.
That you could get a deal on upgrades for the GNX. So, like, people are like, they think that's when the deluxe is coming.
That also happens to fall on a Friday.
Yeah, so.
But, like, that's to me.
This is nuts, dude.
I'm just saying.
Kendrick Lamar's too cryptic for me.
That could be overreaching. But, like, that would make sense, though. Like, and that's not. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for him to calculate that. That's not that big of a reach for you to look at an old newspaper. No.
I still think if we're getting a Kendrick album, and I think we're getting and I saw people say it, so I wish I could give them credit, but this is something I've also thought too, is that. And I love when you just you just have your thoughts and then like other people confirm them, like other people that you respect. But this was just some random Twitter person, so I apologize for not remembering your name. But I also thought of this too, is that I really think that this is the play to cater to the hip hop fans, to cater to the culture, and it sets up the play for the next album that. Apparently in interviews, they've been referencing, a lot of the people around Kendrick have been referencing him wanting to make his Thriller. And that's what I think is the play. And I think if that's the play, I don't think that happens right after this album. I think that happens either close to the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl when you then go on your stadium tour. Because I keep fixating on how the hell are you going to get that stadium tour done. I keep fixating on that because that's not something light to think about. Because if they're going to put stadium tour money into you, they need something that will produce stadium tour results. And I don't think GNX does that. I think GNX does well. Obviously, we saw it. It's the biggest rap debut of the year without pure sales. It did extremely, extremely well. But at the same token, that is not stadium tour. That is not stadium tour. There's a couple moments on this album that you could play in a stadium tour.
Yeah, but it doesn't guess.
It is not stadium. What makes sense of being a stadium tour is a Thriller type of album. Mm-hmm. It's coming, man. It's that second album. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't even know if it's gonna be rap. I keep saying that. I don't know if it's gonna be rap. All I know is. There is a second album. It's coming. It's going to be pop. It's going to be massive. There's going to be way more marketing involved in it. It's not going to be no surprise drop. I think there's going to be well-calculated and thought-out measures, whether that be singles, packaged with the vinyls, which the vinyls, ironically, ship March 1st. I don't know if that date means something, but why were the vinyls not ready sooner?
Most of the time they're not, though.
With a big artist like this, though, you have enough push and pull to get it ready. Is what I would think. Now there was a little bit of a brief period between morale and the vinyls, but Tyler had the vinyls ready to go. If Tyler has the vinyls ready to go, why can't Kendrick?
Tyler stays on his shit though, especially when it comes to vinyls.
Yeah, that's kind of his.
That's his whole thing.
Yeah. But if you're as big as Kendrick, that's what I'm saying. Like business wise, if Tyler can do that, I can do that. Is what I'm saying. So to me, I think there's
different ways.
There's some other things at play. There's some other factors at play.
Listen, man, Kendrick is ruining hip hop. Kendrick is ruining hip hop.
All right, do your act.
We was having a good time.
Do your act.
You know what I'm saying? We was over here, you know what I'm saying, with the hoes, partying, having a great old time. Nigga caught an attitude, wanted to be number one.
Then the boogeyman came.
Yeah. Kendrick told y'all to sit y'all ass down and go to work.
Hey, now guess what? Guess what? Now we have nobody to hold to put hip hop on their shoulders right now.
What you mean?
Have you already?
Nobody. No, we don't.
We've already dubbed that.
We don't.
We have.
We don't.
We have the number one album this week.
Yeah.
We have a number one album every year of somebody.
Oh my god.
Of somebody. Don't we?
But I'm saying,
don't we? Ain't that every year?
A year after
year.
year.
To say that Drake has, hip hop on his shoulders,
because he put out an album every year.
Right.
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah. And
right
now,
I would hope so.
And that kept us afloat, didn't it?
I would hope
and
so.
that kept us afloat, didn't
out
it?
an album
While you
every
was waiting
year,
for Mr. Morales and Big Steppers.
I better be number one.
He said, God's plan. God's plan. I ain't do this no more.
He ain't do it on his own, and that's why he's sick. That's why he's sick.
Listen, we can't
He was telling us this whole time.
His help ain't there no more.
We can't count on Future.
Somebody
you know
count
what
on Kendrick,
3 number one albums.
Kendrick Luther King.
No,
we
Somebody wrote that
count
for
on
him, bro.
Listen,
Somebody wrote that. I can't do this.
Listen,
wait a minute. Hold on.
It's always this one.
Why are you trying to expose me?
Kendrick always hop into this bag where he say a word that's more than 5 syllables and fuck up the whole verse. I don't know what's going on, but this is not it.
Kendrick
Squabble Up is not the song that's gonna be banging
Listen.
every day in the club. This, that, and the third. I don't think it's gonna be GNX neither. To be honest,
This is the syllabus right here.
Possibly, but I still don't. But
for
verse after Mustard is so weak to me, bro. I don't even see how people stay hyped
For the time.
For real, like for real, no, I dead ass listen to that song multiple times.
I swear, dude, he do this on. I'm guaranteed he don't believe. He really don't believe
this. First
bro.
half was great, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Mustard.
You don't believe that, bro.
And then he started talking a whole bunch of bullshit after that, like real serious.
Niggas getting mad, but somebody got to do it. They got to do it.
Somebody got
to do it.
Listen. I don't think these songs gonna hold as long as y'all think it will. As long as y'all think it will. Not as long as a Drake hit would. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Listen,
Drake hits be holding longer than Hov hits. I'm not gonna lie. And I hate to even talk down on my nigga Hov.
I would love to have
sometimes
Drake.
I live in reality, and
I would
like to
give
be
Drake.
That's what I like to say.
I would give Drake a pen and a pad
know what
right
I'm
now
saying?
and tell him write it right now and let me see it.
Yeah, I mean,
write it in front of me. No ghostwriters, just you, my boy.
Hold on, no, we ain't gonna start this ghostwriter jumbo. I'm sorry.
Let me stop.
I'm sorry.
Let me stop.
It's like nah.
I'm tripping.
But nah, for real though, I don't see it. Well, how long y'all think?
What, the album stays charting?
Nah, how long y'all think Kendrick gonna keep dropping smashes? Because I mean, like GNX pretty good album.
I think he's got this one album that he's
and then I think he's going the fuck away.
He's
chilling. Not musically, yes. I think he's going away because he's got also that Broadway play about a foreign rapper who's trying to make it but not in the culture. Take that's the character that's casted. That's the character that's casted.
Is that what's on the summary?
As of 2 years ago when this was announced, the South Park he's teaming up with the people of South Park.
That's
for
crazy.
Broadway.
He's got locked in.
Bro's got a diss Broadway coming. That's insane. That's insane level.
What do you do?
You're right. You're right. Drake can never
you gotta beat him up, bro. They gotta fight. They gotta do a celebrity boxing match.
Listen, I think everything I was saying is gonna come to fruition. We're gonna see by the time next year, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be looking back like, you know what I'm saying, Drake then got destroyed. He don't wanna drop shit now. Kendrick then destroyed hip hop, and now he don't want to drop shit now after he done dropped these last 2 albums. I'm predicting he dropped 2 albums by the next time we talk about this.
I think we're in good
2
hands.
albums.
So now we're gonna have to
2 albums. I think we're fine, especially if one's pop. I think we're totally fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, Kendrick fans definitely fine. But
I think hip hop.
I'm worried. What am I gonna do? Listen, let me show y'all something real quick. I'm worried right now, bro.
Let's make everybody put Durant on real quick.
Listen to this. Look at this. Look, this is all I got downloaded from Kendrick. Look at that.
Well, that's probably why you don't
Look
like
at
them,
that.
bro. You need to broaden your
Look at that. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Why are you?
Hey, that's the most disrespectful one. That's the most disrespectful one.
What the hell, bro? Wait, bring that back.
Okay.
I didn't even see it.
Hey, show the camera.
I barely
Show the
saw
camera.
Look at all this.
Show the camera.
It's not. He don't even have. You better up the catalog. That's why.
I'm fucked. You hear me?
That's crazy.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
Yeah, show the people, bro.
He got 3 songs.
This is why.
The rich.
Let's see. Hey, let's see the Drake one though. Show us the Drake one though. I want to see the Drake one.
No, man. Look, we got it. I don't know if we got enough film. I don't know if we got.
Listen, then it's
I wanted to see how
Drake
big.
and Future.
Oh yeah.
Drake and Central C.
Yeah.
He put niggas on for
Okay.
real. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But
I bet you got a hidden banger in there, bro. For real.
Oh man.
Then this list.
Look
is
at.
long.
There's already so many thumbs.
I ain't never had to swipe 3 times for the music, bro.
He said, "Hey, here you go," and all cropped into one frame.
Listen, you look at one album. That's
Oh, you guys are.
we got
This is cool.
guys
that
are-
bounced
Damn,
out.
you got a
we gotta
whole
upgrade
list, my boy.
the
That's
table.
crazy.
Listen, bro. That's you the GOAT.
You're
For real,
right.
I think the only other person that's
He's right.
matching him is who?
Listen,
Yeah,
Drake is the GOAT, bro.
It.
This dude dropped an album every single year consistently, bro. He's the GOAT.
Bangers.
Bangers, straight bangers.
Bangers. Listen, bro, Drake the GOAT. You feel me? He really put the hip hop gang on his back.
Most
Tell him.
number
You know what I'm
ones, most
saying?
lawsuits.
Tell him.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, what Lil Wayne say? And we gonna be alright. We put Drake on every hook. And listen, ever since then, they put Drake on every fucking hook. And what it do? What it do? Hey, listen, tell me what it did. What it do?
Not a damn
think
thing.
Gives
What it
everybody a
did.
one-hit wonder, and
What
then
it do.
you never hear from him again.
All right, listen,
Until the next year.
motherfuckers got to get better. I don't know what to tell people. I'm sorry.
Very last thing.
Hey, listen, Rick Ross lasted.
Mr. Climbing, I don't need a ladder, Smiley. Where the fuck?
Listen, Rick Ross lasted. Future lasted.
Did he?
Yeah, Rick Ross. He
Ross
just
had a-
got nominated a Grammy with Drake.
They were
Like,
they both
3
had
years
they
ago.
both had radio play before
He
Drake.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, but number ones is what people be talking about.
I thought you weren't a numbers guy.
No, that's why I said people.
That people.
Them people.
Them people.
Them people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll just decide. Any predictions for where before we get out of here, where the Drake legal situation lies? Like where is it gonna go? Because I can't wait to see Drake's accent in court. I don't know which one he's gonna choose, but I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that in court. But I'm not being funny. In court, do you think he gets some type of settlement? Outside of court, does it go to court? Because if it goes to court, it's nationally televised. And if it goes to court, they're bringing Kendrick. And then we have our 2 biggest artists of our generation in court together. That is insane.
Nah, I honestly still don't see Kendrick in court.
Would it be the
Wouldn't he have to be if
Kendrick's
they
not
bring
going
him
to-
into it?
Kendrick ain't
I
going
don't
to
see, I don't
court.
see how they don't bring him into it.
I don't think so. I think the only time like
I don't know how
the
the
artists
legal system
actually
works.
really do begin brought into court for like lawsuits and shit is when it's like a violent crime. Like Chris Brown really had to come into court for beating Rihanna.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? O.J. Simpson really had to come into
Yeah,
court
he
for
like-
killing the bitch.
Kendrick
You know
got
what I'm
higher
saying?
Senate
level,
representative or
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
like defamation, you probably don't.
Yeah, I don't think he might have to
Just
show
send
up
somebody
for
to
that.
represent him.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh yeah, dog, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy just to see him there, but I don't think we're gonna see him there.
That would be crazy, man.
That'd be the biggest like
We had-
moment
we had-
in the
we had-
rap beef. We
we
got
had-
a
we
rap
had
beef
po-
and a legal beef. Bro.
Yeah, we had
Hey,
Pocket.
listen.
We had Pocket Big doing what it.
You
doing
know,
what it
you
did,
know,
and
if I
then we
saw
have
him in court
Kendrick
and
Drake
that
in
nigga
court.
was found guilty, you know, that would have been the biggest dub for me. You know, we've been losing all year, nigga. Yeah, you gonna feel something.
If Kendrick loses, and like, yeah, that's a dub for us.
Dot.
Hey, bro, he gonna stand up when the jury convicts us. Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah, nah, that would be crazy. Though. I don't think he's gonna get brought in the court though.
I don't know, man. I truly don't understand how legal system works. So
I mean, not me neither for real, but I don't think so. I do think it's based on other type of crime for sure.
yeah, that makes sense.
Because I don't think he can go to jail for that.
But I just like the spectacle that would be. Like we had like the Johnny Depp trial. Like we've had like those like now we've had like
crazy,
in
by the
recent years
way.
like those like super famous trials that like we nationally televise. they would 110%. If it was Drake and Kendrick in the courtroom, they would stream that shit. Dude, I would be watching the body language of both of them that entire time, dog. Anytime that motherfucker sneeze, I'd be writing that shit in my notepad. Like, what's that mean? I'd be trying to figure out what that means.
Kendrick would represent himself and win.
Don't bruise your knees.
That's crazy.
He'd be like, "Hold on, I got it."
Hold on. Listen, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what's gonna happen next as far as the moves surrounding Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. I do think Cole doing all this does gear up for something. We kind of brushed that under the rug the last couple weeks, but yeah, I think Cole is gearing up for some. Friday Night Lights is on streaming services, so go check that out now if you're not a real one like me that already had Dat Piff and already had it downloaded in your phone. For those of you that don't know Dat Piff, go ahead and now get it on your streaming services, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever. We don't get a check from any of them, so
hey, listen, if she don't know what Dat Piff is, she's too young for you, bro.
She is too young.
She's too young for you, bro.
That's true.
She's too young for you.
That's facts, because I've been in...
You know they got a Dat Piff archive now or some shit, right?
Yeah, you can like, go back to the shit, or something.
Yeah, because didn't the website get shut down?
Spinrilla came and went. I was using Spinrilla for a minute.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, they completely shut.
I forgot about Spinrilla. Yeah, I used to use Spinrilla. She really don't know Spinrilla. Hey,
yeah.
That's a problem.
That's the location. Yeah, exactly.
That's a problem. But yeah, it might have been Spinrilla, the archive. Actually, I might have them mixed up, but I think it might be Dat Piff. I think it's Dat Piff.
Dat Piff was the
big
one.
Yeah. Last thing though, Not Like Us to play that Super Bowl.
No.
I'm still taking the over on that.
No,
it's happening. Do you think this makes it less or more likely? Or no change at all?
I think it make it less likely, but I still think I feel like the lawsuit would have to be over for him Drake to actually stop it.
Yeah.
For Drake to actually stop it, but like I don't think the lawsuit will be over nowhere near February.
No, hell no.
So
hell no.
I think he'll still be able to get it off. That'll be one of the biggest moments.
I think he would have. Like Kendrick would have been like, "Nah, I'm not even gonna play it." But like after the lawsuit stuff, now Kendrick was like,
"Yeah, I see that side of it."
Well, now I want to play it now.
That motherfucker is petty.
Because he petty like that.
I could see it.
Like I thought, for the longest time ever.
I don't know.
Like,
actually,
do you think he played Not Like Us? I was like, nah, he's done with it.
I think he was gonna play it either way. I think now this just adds more fuel to the fire.
You really thought he was gonna play it?
When you that big of a hater, like you can't like hold it back. You know what I'm saying?
My brother was like,
it just jumping out.
It just jump out sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
At the bare minimum, they just do it's all like montage together.
Yes, I know.
And they just do a quick little like, and like that's it. Like that's the whole, just for the homage of it,
Yeah, I really didn't. I was kind of like hoping. I was like, he's not gonna play it. But then once all this stuff came out, I was like, oh no, he's got it at this point.
I think he's still playing it. I think he's still playing it. I think it's too big to not.
I read this comment that somebody think that he gonna come out and just play the song and let the crowd sing it.
Yeah,
that'd be some Kendrick shit.
That'd be crazy.
He did that with he's done that a couple performances. He did that with N95 at the last show. He did that at with Humble at the Damn Tour.
People know the words to them songs for real?
Every word.
Of course.
Like
Damn.
Literally every single word. Number one.
I would never know.
I must be on a different.
You only have 3 songs on Kendrick, bro. I bet you don't.
Hey, listen, if you think I heard Humble every fucking word,
I guarantee you haven't.
That shit was irritating as hell.
Your Kendrick catalog is non-existent.
Oh my god! Honestly, I had Damn. I had a lot of Damn downloaded before I had made a new Apple account.
You think?
So when I remade this account, or when I made a new Apple account, that's when all my shit's got.
You had to get a new one.
Yeah. What had happened? Oh, I had fucking did a subscription to some app or some shit. And that bitch was like $100 and something. That shit would not come off my shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm making a new Apple account. I need to download apps.
Instead of deleting the account, I don't want any
like
parts of
$100 and something. I'm like,
The surprising thing is, Good Kid, you have what's it called? You have Sing Mommy I'm Dying of Thirst, but you don't have Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice got overplayed.
Yeah, I can agree with him on that.
It was cool. It was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
But Sing About Me I'm Dying of Thirst, that shit hit different. That's my favorite Kendrick song, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite too.
Died with thirst.
We went over that.
Yeah, we did the bracket. Yeah, that shit was sweet. That shit was sweet.
Yeah, but other than that, take Kendrick whole catalog, wipe my own ass with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing to me.
You think Kendrick hates Drake more than you hate Kendrick?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't hate at this point. I don't hate Kendrick. Like I got 3 songs downloaded.
If you did, you honestly with how bad it's been for Drake, you would have went. If you really hated Kendrick the way Kendrick hates Drake, you would have went full Liam Neeson. You would have just been off the pod,
bro.
You would have been like, I'm finding that.
What do y'all do at this? Like, if somebody's talked so greasy about you, and now you got the whole country singing this song about you not being like us and how you can't say the N-word no more. What do you do at this? I gotta slide you, dude. Like we really gotta run the fade, bro.
You gotta put them papers on them. You see what you gotta make sure you get your money back. You gotta get all the money that you lost.
Bro, that's like So maybe Drake's doing the right thing. Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I would say, good job. I would have sued his ass too.
Nah, man, I can't.
I gotta get something out of this.
Drake is not a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we all knew that.
He's not.
He just
got them.
Bro came from Degrassi.
Listen.
He cosplayed not gangster, but mafioso, for sure.
Bro, he was wheelchair Jimmy. Are you kidding me?
Y'all don't think he a mafia boss?
Who you think did more damage to Rick or Kendrick?
Boss. Yeah, you don't think he a mafia boss?
Like, be for real.
Which one hurt the worst?
Listen,
bro?
if I had the money to pay 10 to 20 people around me,
my legs, dog.
Give me the chair, bro.
I just thought about it. I don't even use these things.
I don't even need these, bro. You're not gonna talk to me about like that, bro. Give me the chair.
Listen, if I had the money to pay somebody to do all my dirty work, you telling me I'm not a mob boss?
These are jokes, bro. These are jokes.
A mob boss is organized crime.
Has he done anything that you know that you know what I'm saying? Like he got caught for some bullshit. I'm sure he'd have paid some niggas to do something. Come on now.
I mean,
like,
if we get
15 years in the game.
If we talk to them,
Hey, listen.
I'm not gonna say anybody did anything.
If we talk to them boys,
I'm not saying he did or he didn't.
Who are in jail for
I'm
assuming stuff, we might.
I'm assuming if I'm the biggest artist in the world, you know what I'm saying? It's a million niggas trying to get at me.
This about me, but I start shit.
I'm gonna pay somebody to get at them. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make sure I'm gonna get at you. I'll make sure I get at you before you get at me. You know what I'm saying? Type deal.
So he's not a gangster, but he's a mob boss.
He's a mob boss. You can't tell me you're not a mob boss. You can't tell me you're not a mob boss.
You can't play gangster, but you can't play gangster and then say, okay, I don't want to do it anymore.
Listen, the mob is a part of the judicial system. Did you know that?
Of course.
Yeah. So he playing the role that he already playing. Like he's not doing anything different or new.
I mean, all I'm saying, like, you better get ready for the consequences, though.
The consequences of what?
Oh my gosh, bro! You want to do some gangster ass shit, but then once
he's not a gangster, he's a mob boss.
But the thing about it is, you can't play a gangster and then be like, I don't want to play anymore.
He's not playing gangster. He's a mob boss. Is what I keep trying to tell you. It's just 2 different things. I'm for real. Like gangsters were talking like
cousins.
Like listen, like
they're cousins.
Yeah, like gangsters. Listen, gangsters is Gunna and Young Thug. Mob boss is like John Gotti and the Purple Gang. Like we talking about 2 totally separate, and we can tell what's the difference.
What
here.
gangsters Both do criminals. You know that's happening right now?
We can tell a difference here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, I think we putting it all out of whack calling him a gangster. I think he's a mob boss.
I don't think anybody's anything.
I see where you're going with this. I'm slow to come up, but it's starting to connect. I got you. He's not wrong. He is not wrong.
Yeah, I know. I just have to give you a hard time. That's all.
I just hope both teams have
fun. I just hope both teams have fun. Really.
I'm just talking shit.
That's my perspective.
Listen, Drake.
I just hope both teams have fun.
I'm just talking shit. Listen, Drake said he'd never done one crime, and I believe him on that. So with that being said, he's allowed to do lawsuits. Yeah. He's a citizen. He's a civilian. He said he's never done one crime. That's what he said.
Until he's rapping, then he's
That's true.
Nah, he be talking about what he could do to you.
I have never heard that rapper say, I would, but...
Your Honor, but I did it.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I said I would, but I'm not
gonna. It's entertainment.
That is
No, that is the funny thing. It's never him, it's his friend.
But that's always the argument, though.
You gotta put it on your mans when you the breadwinner, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't check out for nobody.
As somebody who writes music, and doesn't commit crimes, it's easier to say it's your boy than you.
Exactly.
You know what, though?
That's true.
If you were like...
Listen. If I go to jail, which one of you niggas about to put money down for my lawyer? None.
Exactly.
None.
I'll throw a spot on it.
I'm not going to hold you, bro.
I'm not
going
to hold you. Listen, these niggas ain't making
a...
If one of you dumb motherfuckers is famous...
commissary...
I'll get you
well, actually, I don't know how I work for celebrities, but if you were saying that for me, like, bro, that's $500 a month. Like, that's nothing. Like,
one of you dumb motherfuckers go to jail and, like, do some shit and like, some crimes, and you want me to go to jail for it?
Yeah. And listen,
I don't know if I can do it.
Listen, don't that sound like real mob boss? All right, listen, we can cut it off on that. We can end it on that note.
But I do want to quickly say, because I did forget about that part of the whole beef, is that you guys brought up the lyrics in court thing. I also think that's a serious precedent too going forward. I think both things can be true. I think Drake can be the person that is fighting against something that helped make him, but at the same time, it can also bring about good change in the music industry. Both things can be true. Mm-hmm. He can be, somebody that's exploited that same business practice that he's then suing for, but it can also at the same time help people. But the other slippery slope is that if Drake, you got Hov and Meek fighting for, hey, don't use our lyrics in court, all that stuff. Obviously, defamation cases built around the wordage, the lyrics of Not Like Us. So that being said, the danger of that too is that can then set a precedent that allows the court, which they already have been, but cements that the court can forever use lyrics against artists in court. And we just saw that be a big issue with the Thug. We saw that not be an issue in Canada, where Drake's man, the one who went on Extreme and talked crazy, I forget his name.
Top 5.
Yeah, got out because you couldn't. And I think,
that's Canada though, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Got
that's different.
In Cali, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
But no. It was. I believe it was all
in Canada.
Yeah. Well, the trial was in Canada, so it was believed to be off their legal system. Which obviously they have different laws than us here. So that is the negative side of it. I just want to point those things out. But I don't
think that's ever going to happen. I think lyrics will forever be used in court in the United States.
You're right, and somebody pointed that out to me, and I think that's right.
Make too much money.
Maybe I'm too optimistic.
Jail system.
Yeah, maybe I'm too optimistic.
That gets into the conspiracy of like the FBI having the thing, the department that specifically targets rappers, and but.
And that's just me being optimistic, hoping that one day these rappers can't be targeted for their lyrics. And Drake's case, if it were to go that way and be successful for Drake, would be a win for Drake. But then that would be because all court cases is just referencing a famous court case. And what more famous music case would you have to reference than the biggest rapper suing another rapper? Like you'd be like every court system would forever the rest of the time in the United States be able to just reference that. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that's a good thing. But I just want to get those 2 cents out there because I forgot to get that in my points earlier. GNX 319 first week. Again, I announced J. Cole's Forest Hills Drive 10-year anniversary is next week. They're dropping a vinyl. It looks sick. Drake's tour. He did a I Need a Max Win tour in Australia. I think it's like a couple shows or whatever. Isn't it like February or something?
Bro, I have no idea.
What is it? It's like somewhere next year.
I just seen some fucking little Disney animation character, and I just scrolled past it because what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah,
I don't know. And then I seen it wasn't in America, so I'm like, all right, bet I ain't gonna worry.
And then the last thing was regarding. It was regarding that Drake tour. Damn, I didn't have it in my notes.
I Need a Max Win.
Yeah.
Also. Saw today there's some collaborations, not really announcing, but if you go on all the socials, this has been like since we've been here today. You go on any of the Drake shit, any of the OVO stuff, there is a collab right now between OVO and Disney. And The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The animation. Oh, never mind. About that, I was about to say that animation makes sense now, but you talking about some Christmas shit.
Well, that's under whatever. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's.
Oh, I heard Sabrina Carpenter's doing a Christmas music album. I was like, damn, they're really trying to get rid of Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tap in.
And I like what? I like listening to her. She sounds like she smells nice.
You know what I'm saying?
She sounds like
Sabrina Carpenter gives me the ick.
She gives you the ick?
What? Yeah, she just feels very.
Who you like?
Huh?
Who you like?
That's for next episode. Let's get the fuck
out. Nah. We gotta give you three bitches.
I like my girlfriend, bro. That's who I like.
She know you got some celebrity crushes. Come on now. Come on now.
Would you kiss a porn star?
Would you kiss a porn star now?
Shout out money, bro.
No, just three celebrity crushes.
Just three right off it. That's random three. Let's go. I like Doja. Doja's straight.
All right, we're gonna end the podcast. It's time to get out of here. Chris, go ahead. Lead
Listen, man. Rap Cave Podcast. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know in the comments below: is Drake a mobster or a gangster? Let me know. What did you think of GNX as an album? As you've had time to sit with it, what are your kind of final thoughts with the album? And what do you expect next? Do you expect the next Kendrick album? How do you expect the legal system to play out in this Drake case? Do you think Not Like Us will be played at the Super Bowl? Are you excited for J. Cole's Fall Off? All that and more. I promise you next week we're probably going to be talking about something else. I hope.
Hopefully.
I hope, man. The industry went quiet, though.
Listen. If some more shit pop up, let's promise to only do at least 45 minutes of the Drake and Kendrick shit and then get some topics out the way.
Right,
I don't think we should do 3 straight weeks of just Drake.
Yeah.
This ain't the beef no more. They ain't giving out views.
We'll give them a break
that.
now. We'll give them a break.
Well, yeah, we'll have to give it a break.
So
but
we gotta drop some.
Man.
As always, I'm Chris Platte Pods, with my dogs, Birdie, Isaiah. You're going to have a nickname.
I'm going to have a nickname soon, bro. We're going to figure that shit out.
Crisp Apples. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, help build the fan base. We appreciate y'all. We're going to be having more episodes in the near future. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, Mom.
Fire.